It's early spring, things are greening up, and it's time to do some tidying up. And one of the projects I do every time this year is tighten up my curved bed lines. Now I love curved bed lines. It's casual, it's informal, it really fits my personality, and a lot of people love it when they come here and see this and they want to know how I do this. So that's what I wanted to cover in today's video, are the simple steps to make this happen. Now you need just a few basic tools or implements for this project. And the first thing I love to use is a nice flexible hose, just like this one. And so you lay this out in a way that you think you like it. But the hose is great because it's kind of like a pencil with an eraser on it. You can make your marks, and if you don't like it, you can just erase it. But in this case, you can just move the hose back to the line that you like. So once you have your line drawn out the way that it appeals to you, at least from the direction that you're moving, then you stop, you lay it down, you kind of kick it into place, and then you go to the other side and you look back because you want to see if this is appealing to you from both directions. And it needs to feel right too. If it feels off or it looks kind of weird, reconfigure, start over or tweak it, kick it, straighten it out or whatever. But the other tip with the hose is that you want to just kind of let gravity be your friend. You just want to kind of use light, easy movements with your hand, and then the curves just tend to come into place naturally. It's not such a forced look. And then you can come back the other way and do the same thing and just work with the hose. Don't try to force it, but just give it a nice natural curve. Okay, so I already have my bed lines created, as you can see, but they just need to be tightened up. So I've got the hose along the edge, and this is where I'm going to come with some paint. It's a special landscape paint that points straight down, and then you just draw out your line. Now, the thing about the hose that you use, you got to be okay with getting some paint on it. And if you really like your shoes, make sure you have some shoes that are kind of old that might get painted too. Now, when you settle on where you like the hose and the line and you're ready to put that paint down, the last thing you do before that is you just do some fine tuning. So you can use your feet on both sides just to kind of knock it into place just a little bit. This is what I call the tweaking part. But this is where you're really going to rely on this hose line to give you the paint line that you're going to be marking next. And so see right here, I want to bring that in a little bit. And so by having both of your feet right here, that really firms it in right where you want it. So that's the other beauty of having a really flexible hose that kind of goes with the flow like the movement of your feet. And you can get this just right. The next step is to use the marking paint, and this is what is called inverted marking paint, and you get this at any box store in the landscape section. And it works when you point it straight down. That's the difference with this kind of spray paint versus the kind that you're used to. This is made for this purpose. So you want to use your dominant arm because you want it to be nice and relaxed as you kind of swing it along. That's going to give you more of a free-form look rather than something that seems kind of forced or contrived or jagged. Use your dominant arm and make the swing. So just come along like that. And if you're not afraid to get your hose painted, just stick close to the line. And see how I'm swinging my arm there? Just like that. And then just back and through. Just follow through. And just stay with that flow. Now it doesn't matter which direction you're going, whether it's that way or this way, but for me, since I already have made these cuts, I don't want to take out too much more grass. So I'm going to make the trim on the bed side of the hose. So that's that. Now, I said this is like using an ink pen. Not exactly, because if you don't like something about the line that you just painted, you can come over that with your shoe and kind of wipe it up. It doesn't dry that quickly, so you can kind of make that line go away and then repaint it until you're happy. But do that now. I mean, this is the one time that you have a chance to get it right, and once you do, then you move on to the next step, and that's using a special tool that I want to show you. Okay, now that the paint is down and I am happy with this line, it's just a matter of getting the hose out of the way because you don't want that to be in the way as you use your tool. So that's that. No paint on me so far, that's a good thing. but I was prepared for that. So this is a tool, different companies make a similar tool, but what you're looking for is a flat blade. That's the key, along with a step pad, because the point of this tool is you're going to put the blade right down on that line where you're going to make the cut and step into it, and then you're going to push back like that. Now, this is really helpful if you do this right after rain, because of course the ground is softer, but the force of your foot driving onto that foot pad is really all that you need. And you can see how clean of a cut that makes, and then you just pull back on the handles, and then you're going to have a really nice clean edge with a depression. Let me just show you. When you push that away, look at what it does. See how clean that is? And because this blade is maybe 5-6 inches deep, you get a nice cut straight down. And that's what you want to do. When you insert this blade, you want to go straight down and then pull back, and you create that angle into the bed. Okay, so just follow that line all the way down for all the beds that you have. And if you have a lot of beds like me, this is at least a weekend project. It's good exercise, but it is so gratifying to get this done. And then it's just a matter of coming back with your edger or doing this again, although this is really only about a once-a-year job to clean up the lines, as I do in early spring, but I keep it edged after I mow. And I just leave the grass and the soil in the bed because it breaks down, and there's no reason to have to clean that up unless you're just a neat freak. I've thought about cleaning it up myself, but it's good for the bed, all that soil going back. Well, as you're going along, you might find this a little bit tedious. I find it rather therapeutic, actually, but it is so gratifying. Talking about instant gratification or near instant gratification, once you get through with a span of this, and then you walk back down and you see that good, deep, tight bed line, and imagine that for your entire bed or beds, even better. This is a very gratifying project to do. And it just takes 3 simple tools: the hose, the paint, and the stick tool, and you're good to go. I need more beds to trim.